Remind me next time, I will tell you about that. Now let us just read this part and we'll finish. So Ayurveda is a complete or holistic system that integrates mind, body, and spirit. For past few centuries, the tradition of Ayurveda was dimmed due to natural and human calamities, and also by the invasion of foreign culture. The sacred texts were either destroyed or stolen. Today, there is a revival of the ancient culture and traditions inherent to Ayurveda, which is a true gift of ancient civilization to the modern world. Let's just think about, what simpler things were in the past. Simple enjoy, simple things, simple, there was no complex lives and so much stress. So now, again, Ayurveda is coming back so powerfully. You must have seen that earlier, 30, 40 years back, nobody will talk about all these things. Advance, what is, shiny, advance. And now people started understanding and they started going back. Yoga is so much everywhere in the world. Yoga is there. All traditions, all the cultures, everybody is following now because they understood that the problem is today's life. So we need to go back to our roots. We have to understand the basics of life first. So they started going back. Now Ayurveda is also coming back because like a gift from the past to the modern future or modern world. Ayurveda is the oldest and most holistic health system available to human beings today. This ancient wisdom of healing, prevention, and longevity was a part of spiritual tradition of a universal religion before it was written down in the text. So before it was written down, it was just in the culture. You have stomach ache. Oh, this is in our family. We have a herb here in the box. Please take it. Okay. So later on, we started collecting the knowledge and we started making the, compilations. I'm here on this. Ayurveda is the oldest and holistic health. I'm on this paragraph. Okay. Beside Vyasa Deva's information about 100 of herbal drugs in the Vedas, there were descriptions later on by other sages like Sushruta, Charaka, etc., on how to perform prosthetic surgery, to replace limb, cosmetic surgery on the nose and elsewhere, cesarean section, and even the brain surgery. Check internet, you will see first rhinoplasty when it was done. You will find there was we got a skull in the Himalayas. They say many centuries back, this skull, and it shows the prosthetic surgery of the nose. So they were doing surgeries, they were doing lots of different things, but we lost. Why we lost, I will tell you that also. Everything was described in great detail, and archaeological research has uncovered evidence that proves that some of these operations were performed successfully between 3,000 to 5,000 years back. The great sage Charaka has given information about the development of the child within the womb, week by week, month by month, limb by limb, from conception to birth. I was telling you about the Charak Samhita, and in Charak Samhita, we have a complete chapters on pregnancy. Every month, what you should eat, what you should drink, how you should behave, what you should not do, everything is mentioned, because they say this is the time when eye is developing, this is the time when brain is developing, this is the time when internal organs are, eat this food, don't eat this, do that, don't do this. So these things you can write when you have a concrete knowledge, concrete information. So it looks like if somebody is talking about every month how to go ahead with the diets and everything, so it means that they might be having a very powerful knowledge about the things. Okay, so Charaka has given information about the development of the child within the womb, week by week, month by month, limb by limb, from conception till death, and equals our medical science and medical history of this time, and accuracy also. So we have that accurate information. This is information about atomic energy, gynecology, pediatrics, surgery, anatomy, herbal drugs, diets, yoga, and nutrition. So all this information is there in the books. So we understand that probably that might be a stage, and then there might be a decline. So we don't know what happened and what was the reason, or just something just finished, like like what was that? Dinosaurs, or some ice age happened, or what happened, we don't know. But in the books, if they are mentioning that they replaced the leg because of the injury, because the leg has to be amputated, and then there was they used a prosthetic leg, or they used animal parts in the human body. Like now they are doing the pig, they tried pig heart for a heart replacement, and they tried a sheep heart. So if they are writing that we did, so if these things are mentioned in the books, so they might be having some sense, because they are talking about there was a fight in between the kingdoms, and the princess lost the leg, so they put a prosthetic leg, and somewhere if a part of the body was amputated, so they matched it with some animal and they grafted. So probably that the science might have been that advanced, because if they are talking about process, they are talking about the earth. The earth is round. When everybody was talking it is square, they knew it is round. They know it, the distance between earth and sun, that the moon is taking circles of the earth and not of the universe. There is a Akash Ganga, we call it Milky Galaxy. Okay, so when they were knowing all those things, so probably the science might have been at a developed, advanced stage, and then we don't know what happened, because all these land is involved. It's not just India, because there was no India that time. They were just dynasties. So lots of things are in the Thailand, in Indonesia, because China is a closed border. We don't know about China, but might be, because this is involved, and this is a very ancient country. So there are temples in all these countries. So might be one big community in this land, and these all stories are interconnected. You will see that Mahabharat story in the airport of Swarnabhumi, Thailand. You will see there, and you will see the temples there in Indonesia, in the Bali. So probably the must be a developed developed land, and something happened in between, that we lost that and we came back to ground zero. Who knows? But these things are mentioned somewhere in the books, so might be some reason for that.